Hello there, this is Finfarnier, and this will be Space Rangers Quest, my first look at it anyway, and I'm Lame Old Ben, of course, since Lame Old Ben's first look at Space Rangers. So, the options here are Merchant, a successful trader, Pirate, a sly villain, or Warrior, terror of the cosmos. Okay, wait, was I having an option for anything else here? Oh, that's just New Game or that. Okay, New Game it is, I guess. Alright, I was going with Merchant for the other one. I think if it increases the chance of actually, more money, more ability to buy stuff. Anyway, you wake up in the pilot's chair behind the controls of your own ship. An unknown planet floats across your view screen in the midst of the darkness of space and the multitude of distant stars, demonstrating the instability of your flight path due to the disabled autopilot. Your whole body feels strangely lightweight, as if the artificial gravity generator is acting up again, producing a gravity level way below normal. The signal of an incoming call breaks the peaceful cosmic silence. So the option is sleep, stretch sleepily, and open the message. Greetings, Ranger. Congratulations on joining our ranks. As they say, less than two centuries, and the Space Rangers are back in the game. Thanks to the taxpayers' money and to the Galactic Council, which knows how to squander it without making too much noise. I said that wrong, but whatever. Yeah, but that's a joke if anyone asks. Anyway, your first task is to test the training system designed for newly recruited candidates looking to earn a shining badge. And special authority. Study the instructions provided, comply with all the orders, and make a list of your own recommendations on how to modernize the process of integrating volunteer pilots into the ranks of the Rangers. In the near future, we will get in touch again to review your progress with this important mission. Good luck. Best regards, Admiral Oinkash, the Ushash System, Baltazash Sector, Anonymous Rangers Planetary Center. P.S. If you are dissatisfied with our way of presenting the information in our form of address, please make a list of suggestions on how to improve the Space Rangers code. Submit your list in no fewer than 20 copies. Let me remind you that according to our age-long glorious tradition, the original and all copies of these documents must be submitted in person and in manuscript form, handwritten by the author. Can we scroll? There we are. Handwritten by the author. So that's it. Close the message and proceed to accomplishing the task of doom. Yes, tutorial time. Let's see what that'll look like. Alright, you have embarked on a new adventure, Psychor 85. Right now, you are on the space screen. Here you can look at your ship, view its status, and perform the main game actions. You can rotate the camera around the ship, holding left mouse button and pinch with the scroll wheel. On the right hand side you can see the information panel, which has several tabs. Right now the bonuses and penalties tab is open. Apparently that one. Now playing Fly Theme 12. Apparently your luck is mixed. I guess, okay. So this shows your luck and current stat modifiers, bonuses, items, etc. and lets you manage the background music, which sounds similar to Star Wolf's actually, a little bit. Probably the same composer, I'd guess. I think it's 1C that did both of them, right? But anyway, luck is the... Let me see. This shows your luck and current stat modifiers, bonuses, items. My computer keeps freezing and the mouse keeps moving somewhere. That's annoying. Okay. It lets you manage the background music. Luck is an important stat that determines most of what happens to you in this virtual world. Yep, it's a random number generation, right? Click on the tabs icon to open it. This tab shows you the information on any text quest that is active. Oh my word, I can't have my mouse stop from jumping. I'm just moving it along with the text and it occasionally freezes and then jumps. Okay, any text quests that's active in the system. Text quests are your main source of income. Completing them is very important for victory. As we can see, this system has no quests, so let's move on to the next tab. Alright, let me click it. Come on. Oh, good grief. Click. There we go. Now the next one, if it'll let me move the mouse. Come on, come on. Alright, here we go. On the Messengers tab, you can see your progress in searching for the messengers. Messengers or messages? I guess it's messengers. Someone that makes messages or provides whatever. The important story hints that you can find as you continue your mission will be shown here. These will help you search for the messengers. Particularly messengers. Okay, let's keep exploring our surroundings. Yep. Come on. Let me click. Alright, this button lets you show and hide the side panel to admire the expanses of space or to view important information. Now let's look at your main stats. Come on. Here we go. Fuel, 30 of 30. One important stat of your ship is the amount of fuel in your tank. Without fuel, you cannot jump between systems. These jumps require huge amounts of energy. However, modern sublight engines hardly consume any fuel when moving within a system. In other words, even on an empty tank, you can still make it to the nearest planet to refuel. Structure. Hull structure is another key stat. If your hull structure drops down to 0, you'll be kicked out of the virtual world, and what's worse, sustain irreversible brain damage. Wonderful. Causing your doom in the real world. Wah! That's what? That doesn't sound good. This is about a video game though, so I'm presuming real world is just the game, sort of. Okay. You can repair your ship on stations to restore the structure. Oh my word. Let me have the mouse control. Come on. For some reason this takes 512 megabytes of RAM, so there's something that's absorbing all that. I have no idea what it is. Come on, where is the mouse? Okay, up to... Oh, come on. This is going to be tedious. Come on. Just... Oh, give me a break. Credits, 1300. I forgot I had a touchscreen anyway, though, so that can work with that. Of course, in the modern world, you won't get far without money. This tab also shows how many credits you currently have. You need money to repair and refuel your ship, scan systems, buy star charts, and perform other actions. Something made a noise outside. Yeah, you need money to repair and refuel your ship, scan systems, buy star charts, and perform other actions. Completing text quests is the main way to earn credits. Now let's start our search for those messengers. The scanning window that opens when you click on this button will help you with your mission. Open it now. This Aldiva system, Sector 2A, Star Class K2, and Orange Star. Main faction, Malox, base is Pirate Base. Status not stand, price 850 credits to scan. Scanning is used to search for the messengers and other interesting objects in systems. This window shows the main system information, all the stuff I read off. Running the scanner requires rare consumables, which is why each scan costs some money. This scanning price varies for different systems. Now let's scan our system. Okay, here's the scanning. Scanning revealed nothing. Time to move on to another system. Yay. Unfortunately, we found nothing, which, lovely. Nothing of interest in the system, but don't despair, the whole galaxy is open to you. But before you move any further, let's visit the Eyes of Flame station. Click on the docking button to open the base window. Okay. Welcome to Pirate Base, Eyes of Flame station. Alright, it's not really a station, just a metal container floating in space. But you're in luck, we have star charts on sale today. Okay, so that's what they say there. Stations are important hubs in a Ranger's universe. There are 5 types: military base, business center, research base, medical center, and pirate base. Looks like the creators of the virtual world didn't have enough money to do any better than that. This is meta humor by the programmers, I guess. All station types have the same base functionality, repairing ships and selling star charts. Other possibilities are different for every station type. To decide where to go next and expand your search area, you need to buy star charts. They open locked sectors on the galaxy map and let you visit the systems in these sectors. Select the Buy a Sector Map option in the station dialog to make a purchase. Alright. Come on. Where's the mouse? Do I have to press the mouse particularly? Where is the mouse? Come on. Okay, well, there we go. Excellent choice as the pirate, whatever they'd be, quartermaster, I guess. Excellent choice. Now move along, don't crowd around. We only sell one chart per person. They're on sale after all. So take a look around or undock. Let's take a look around probably. Or wait, it says, good job, Psychor 85. Please note that due to the limited holographic memory of your ship's navigation system, each map costs more than the previous one. It requires more complicated algorithms to archive the loaded data. Now it's time to check what's going on in the galaxy. Close the base window by clicking on the button to the left of it, or select the undock option on the station's dialog. How about take a look around? You try to find something interesting or useful, but the crowd queuing up for star charts is severely limiting your freedom of movement. Besides, all the doors feature warning signs, inventory in progress, please come back later, cleaning day, no entry, x-ray in operation, lunch break, CEO on vacation, power off, beware of the Gobsaur. This department has moved to the Betelgeuse area, and hundreds of others, all with the same meaning. This place is closed. Yep. I wonder if anyone sells the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So, undocking. Time to make a jump to a different system. Let me see. Can we see where the mouse is yet? It disappeared. It just plain disappeared. Oh, we can do this though. Moving the touchscreen at least. That would probably be the same thing as left click and hold. Let's see. Can we? Nope, I can't even move the see where the mouse is whatsoever. Time to make a jump. To do this, open the map screen by clicking on the corresponding button. You are viewing the map screen. Yay. Here you can see your ship's position in the galaxy, make a jump to a different system, and view the system information. The map is divided into sectors, each of them containing several star systems. You just unlocked one of them, Hoot, when you bought the corresponding sector map. You see the systems contained within it. As usual in the Rangers universe, the callers of the system's names contain information about the factions inhabiting it. The system where you are now is highlighted bright and is placed in the center of a green circle showing the maximum jump radius available to you at the moment. Can we see the mouse? I'm moving the mouse in a circle. Oh my word. But yeah, we're at the Aldiba one. And that's apparently within the ILA sector, ILA, something like that. But yeah, let's see, this raised sights depends on your engine's power and the amount of fuel in your tank. So yeah, we can go to all the things within that green circle that we can only see the edges of within the two discovered or charted places here. If the destination is within the circle, you can reach it in one jump. If not, you'll have to make several jumps and refuel your ship if needed. 1 unit of fuel is consumed to cover 1 parsec on the map. This takes one game day to do so. Can we see the mouse anywhere? What the heck? You can easily see the green rotating icon near this current system. This means that the system has already been scanned. There are also special icons above the star showing the bases in the system, and a text quest icon below the star. So where? I'm not sure exactly. Interesting. So notes, you are here is the one that's there. Alright, well, we're obviously at Aldiba, right? So it's a yellow thing there. You are here for that. Route points is a dot, end of route. Okay, we're not setting routes yet. Let's see here. You can easily see the green rotating icon near the current system. This means it's been scanned. Okay. Now try to view the detailed information about the Dyatar system. To do this, click on the system using right mouse button. Dyatar. Let's see. Okay, well, pressing and holding works, I guess, too, if you have a touchscreen. Great, as you can see, major system information is shown in this window, its name, its sector, its star class, factions inhabiting it, and the number of and type of bases. Always pay attention to this information. It'll come in handy during your search for the messengers. Now let's jump to the Dietar system. Close the system information by clicking on the screen outside the window, then click on the star. Okay, so now your route is shown with a dotted line on the map, and the jump button has turned green, which means it's time to jump. Go for it. Click on the jump button. So that's 11 fuel to go there. Okay, can we see the mouse again yet? Nope, the mouse completely is gone. Okay, you admire the endless expanse of space, the abyss full of billions of twinkling stars, and then suddenly out of the corner of your eye notice a dot on your radar. For some reason the computer didn't think it necessary to warn you of the approaching guests. Something's happening. Looks like you've encountered a random event. In quotation marks. Space is full of surprises, and sometimes they come right at you. You need to act, not just sit there. Review the situation described in the top part of the event screen and react to it by selecting an option from the list in the bottom part. You can change the size of the text fields by dragging the horizontal slider up or down. So, can we do that this way? Oh, we can apparently zoom in on the ship in the background. I don't see the horizontal slider. Well, we can use that, I guess. That's a vertical slider, right? Okay, well, it doesn't seem to do anything with this. Okay. So there's that. So watch the dot on radar closely. I'm going to do that. Or, well, I pressed the one below it, apparently. You switch to afterburner and pull the yoke back. Despite everything, the object on radar still seems dangerously close. However, after another attempt to dodge the asteroid, you notice that the radar is clear. You likely left the dangerous pursuer behind. You stop thinking about it and go back to watching the stars. Okay, so that was probably a better choice than letting it get to me. Alright, you spent a great amount of fuel to make that jump. Time to refuel. Click on the refueling button. Alright, the refueling window contains full information about the amount of fuel on board and refueling costs. By default, you will be offered the option of filling your tank, or if you don't have enough money to refill completely. To spend all you have on fuel, you can tap the plus and minus buttons to change the amount of fuel to buy. Right now you should fill your tank up to the brim. Yep, so 11 units for that. There we go. Now it's time to take a look at the main type of adventure, text quests. Open the quest tab where there's the practice quest waiting for you. Alright, tutorial. We need a competent professional to carry out an unusual but very secret task. We are ready to pay 1 million credits if the task is completed successfully. You can learn the details from our representative on your arrival at planet Ummargatzin. Alrighty then, so start quest, I guess. Here you can see the description, read it, and tap the start quest button. There we go. So we need to go here. The space part on Ummargatzin is impressive. Transport cars flying everywhere, humanoids of all factions rushing around in all directions. A lot of hustle and bustle. You take a seat on the gravitational couch in the lounge and turn on your Range Boy communicator to review the details of the task. Ranger Psychor 85, you are to arrive at the spaceport today before 2700 local time. Yep, 2700, what? I guess that's a lot of hours in a day then. Our representative will meet you and take you to the client. We need a real professional, so if you come late, we'll find a more suitable candidate. You take a look at the huge clock on the wall, 2694. So, wow. Decimal time for minutes at least? I don't know how many hours that would be. Remembering, yep, local hours consist of 100 minutes, and realizing you only have 6 minutes to meet the representative, you start to panic. The promised reward made this opportunity too good to miss. Where's the mouse? Let's see, good job, Psychor 85. Now take a look at the text screen. As you can see, it has 4 main parts. The location description, spaceport we need to go to, a location description at the top left, A transactions panel with control tabs at the bottom left, so transitions, calculator, music. There, and yep, confused is right. They have that on the right, upper right hand thing. It says you're confused. Yep, they have that in one. Okay, a transitions panel with control tabs at the bottom left, an image at the top right, and a stats panel under the image. The location description communicates the gist of what's happening with this quest at the moment. You can scroll the text and drag the horizontal slider to change the size of the description and transitions panel. You can also change the font size and the background in the settings if you want. You can use control mouse wheel hotkey for adjusting font size. Let's see if it'll actually work. Control and scroll. Nope, the mouse is just completely gone. Let's see, options. Can we press options? Oh my word, that's okay. Transitions panel shows the list of actions you can perform at the moment. It's your way of interacting with the quest. Think well and choose wisely. Where's the button for wisely? The music tab, you can manage the in-game music during your text quests. Open this tab to see how it looks. It looks like this. While the music is playing, you can click on the progress bar to jump to any part of the song. Beyond reach. Yeah. Okay. The image is a vivid or not so vivid illustration of what's going on. It's artwork of some kind, I guess, yeah. You can click on the hide button above the image to hide it and make more room for the stats. The stats panel shows the status of what's happening in the quest, which is directly related to the player's actions. It can display the player's condition, his inventory, and other useful information. Be sure to keep an eye on it. Now it's action time. Select the options in the transitions panel to progress through the quest. The joy. So let's see here. So spaceport is impressive. Transport cars flying humanoids are all there. Ranger, you're to arrive at the spaceport where... Okay, so we're at the spaceport. So we're here pretty much, and it's 6 minutes until. So that's the thing. So stay and wait. They promised to meet me. So they better. Can I press this? You stay and look around for the representative. Everyone around you is moving with purpose. Everybody looks busy and nobody is paying any attention to you. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice a Paling on the couch who is looking at you, but when you turn towards him, he quickly looks away and soon leaves. For another 2 minutes, nothing happens. Then an announcement rings out from above, calling the pilot of the ship parked in area PU-30. Please come see the spaceport administrator. You immediately wonder why the number of the parking area seems so familiar. Oh right, that's where you parked your ship. Just what you need right now. You're about to have an important meeting and they're calling you, most likely for a stupid reason. Well, we could go to the administrator or continue looking for a representative. I guess continue looking for a representative. You keep on looking for the person that was supposed to meet you when you feel somebody's hand on your shoulder. Your instincts wake immediately and turning spectacular, you seize the hand, but you stop. What? Somebody's hand? You seize the hand, but you stop your attack in time to notice 3 Palings behind you in standard Umar-Gatsin Space Fleet uniform. Ranger Psychor 85, I presume, asked one of the Palings, probably the superior. Well, yes. You didn't know you were so famous. Didn't you hear the administrator calling you? Is that your ship parked? Yes, I was just going. We'll escort you. The junior Paling officers stand on both sides around you. So you're trapped inside the triangle. They don't seem like they're going to leave you alone. Visit the administrator. Come on. At least these guys know what they're doing. Despite the high density of people in the spaceport, a bubble of space seems to somehow appear around the Palings. So you quickly and easily reach a door with a sign that says Shed. Shed. The superior Paling leaves you here, informing you that the head of security of the spaceport is coming. The shed looks more like an interrogation room rather than a place for shedding anything. There's a table and 2 chairs bolted to the floor, a mirror covering almost the whole wall from spy movies. You know that it's transparent from the other side. and you repress your desire to flash an indecent gesture at the unseen viewers. After about 20 minutes, the door opens. In walks a skinny Feyan, space fairy thing, wearing the same uniform that the Pelings had been wearing. Same kind of one. Amazing, he exclaims as soon as he enters. What's so amazing? Amazing how much you look alike. The Feyan stands to the right of you, then moves to the left, the whole time openly examining you. Spitting image. But please, you try to object. The Feyan offers you a seat, takes a seat himself, and starts talking quickly. Would you mind if I called you Ranger Psycho 85-2? Let me explain. A couple of days ago, Ranger Psycho 85-1 contacted us to ask for help. He claimed that some evil imposter who looked exactly like him took his name and, through questionable methods, had acquired the ship that once belonged to Ranger Psycho 85-1. Fortunately, he had received information that this imposter would arrive on this planet today. But I'm the real Ranger Psycho 85, you exclaim indignantly. Well, we have reasons to doubt the truth of what Ranger Psycho 85-1 said. If you knew somebody was looking for you, you wouldn't have come here openly. But don't worry. Your situation isn't hopeless. We'll take a series of tests that we already gave to the first ranger, and we'll use the results to decide who is right. Apparently I'm bewildered, and we can hide this if we want. What? Let's see. What does hiding do? Nothing, apparently, but bewildered. And what are these stats? This is supposed to be a stat on the right? I don't know. Anyway, so you conduct experiments on living humanoids, or let's ask the top one. No experiments, just tests. We'll ask you questions and you'll answer them. Then the computer will analyze your answers and voila. Can you just use my DNA or my medical insurance number or something? I don't have time for tests. Time is ticking and the galaxy needs saving. Please, it's the 33rd century. We have femto technology and in-home cloning, and you suggest we use those primitive methods? Don't worry, it won't take long. Let's get started right away. Oh, the joy. Great. The Feyan takes out a portable computer and starts reading the tasks. So here's your first test. Listen carefully. 23,768,543 minus what? 12,244,232. Please enter your answer here. What the heck? Calculator time, I guess. The Feyan gives you a small sensor pad with a number pad. Okay, fine. So the calculator thing here. Great. I need to actually see that. So, hold on. Yes, the calculator lets you perform basic arithmetic. Cool. Let's try to calculate the number you need. You can switch from the calculator tab to the things there. Okay. Let's do that. Let's see, 23,786,786,000. Was it 5 or 4? I think that's an I there, so probably 543 minus 12 million. Oh, where's the backspace? Just delete. Okay, minus 244,232,232. Alright, you can save the results of your calculation. So it's 115,423,11. 115,423,11. Alright, cool. So memory if we need to. Alright, you can see the whole expression is saved. This will help you find it among all your past calculations. Now go back to the transitions tab and enter your answer. 115,42,311. Okay. 115. Oh, this is a pain. Let's see, where is my mouse? Oh, cool. I can use them. Was this? Okay. The mouse, the touchpad mouse is actually able to work. So let's see here. 115. What? Wait. What? There is No, what? How did I get this wrong? Okay, I have something very wrong here. Oh, the joy. 115... No, none of these are right. Okay. 23,786. 23,786. And it's 543, right? 500... What? 23 million 768. Oh, I have 786. Okay. Clear that. Just delete all that maybe. So how did I do that? Let's do this. 786. No, 768. What the heck? 768. 543 minus 12,244. So, oh crap. It's freaking annoying simple arithmetic that's just a lot of digits thing to read properly. Minus 500. What? Let's see. 12,244. So 244,232. 232. Come on. So it would be 115,24311. Alright, now save that one and delete this one. That's 42. It's 24. Alright. Come on. So yeah, it's 24311. I transposed some numbers somehow. Yay. Oh, good grief. Very well, let's continue. Please memorize this number, 115,24311. Yay, you'll need it later. So here's the second question. There is a certain number of people in a room. There are fathers, two are sons. How many people are in the room? Two are fathers, two are sons. It could be either three if one's a father of one of the guys, and then there's three. What? Two are fathers, two are sons. Three, I don't know why, but I feel this is a trick question. Yeah, that should be it. Or let's see. Two people are in the room. Three. Okay, let's go with that, maybe. Okay, next question. Trenton costs 2,000 credits. Trenton and Leska together cost 3,000. Leska and Industrial Laser together cost 1,500 credits. How much does Trenton cost? Trenton costs 2,000. Trenton and Leska together cost 3,000, so that's 1,000 for Leska, right? Leska and Industrial Laser costs 1,500, so 500 for the laser. 2,000 credits. A good Trenton never costs less than 2,500. I don't know. Let's go there. The answer accepted. Now for the last question. Do you remember the number I asked you to memorize? It was the 115,24311. Just a second. Processing results. The computer in the Fayan's hand starts to blink and glow and finally emits red light. Well, Ranger Psycho 85, I've got two pieces of news for you. First, the good news. Ranger Psycho 851 never existed. That was just an invention for the purpose of this test. Our client was very concerned about the result. Now the bad news, you failed our test because you're too smart for our task. We need somebody more industrious and less prone to reflection and logical thinking. However, please accept a small compensation of 500 credits for your time. You're free to leave now. Have a nice day. Oh joy, so we're supposed to be stupider. Which would be impressive for me, right? Anyway, yay. At least we got that done. Congratulations. Now that you've gotten the hang of things, hang of things, you should search for the messengers and accomplish your mission on your own. Remember, scan systems, complete quests to earn credits, and save the world once more. Yay. Okay. So, Ranger Psychor 85, an unidentified Malak is waiting for you in the hangar, banging his head on your ship. I repeat, Ranger Psychor 85, an unidentified Malak is waiting for you in the hangar, banging his head on your ship. By the way, today we're running a special offer on our port, at our port only, a discount on a ship hull repairs. Make sure you grab it. Proceed into the hangar and hurry up. Keeping in mind that the toughness rating of the average Malak is much higher than that of your ship's hull, you rush into a hangar and stop short, stunned by the incredible sight. At the center of the takeoff and landing platform, you see a tall, sturdy silhouette that you identify as belonging to the most able-bodied faction of the Alliance. Undaunted by the fact that the owner of the expensive flying machine has arrived, the Malak keeps banging its head on the ship's hull at a rate of 1 bang per second, saying, "Get out of my head, strange voices, or I'll beat you out of here myself." His thunderous pounding is made even louder by the perfect acoustical properties of this indoor facility. The large indentation proof of the Malak's seriousness about his mission is like the cherry on top of this idiotic cake. Estimating how much the repairs will cost, you are about to call the local security guards. The culprit / soon-to-be sponsor of hull repairs and polishing must be apprehended. Suddenly, you hear the Malak say something intelligible. Listen carefully. Base to Ranger, get out of here. You're not doing it right. Here's how it's done. Psychor 85, can you hear me? Professor Z. Brea speaking. So, the options are, you could be anyone for all I care. Who will pay for the repairs? So, I believe the police will be interested in hearing this. Or, holy cats, a Malak with a Gaul name. I wonder who your ancestors are. You look like a mucked up genetic experiment to me. Wow, is that supposed to be the... So this is what they look like, a Kilrathi or something, almost. And where's what it says my response would be? So, you could be anyone. I believe the police will be interested, or holy cats. I guess that sounds like a thing that will start a fight. Let's ask him to pay for repairs, maybe. Psychor 85, calm down and tell me, do you remember how you ended up in this virtual world and the details of your mission? And so, the options are, no, I don't remember. Virtual? I'm afraid you've been crushing it for too long. At the moment, my task is to test the new Space Ranger training program. Oh, I see. At the moment, you are experiencing the consequences of fragmentary amnesia, one of the side effects of mental symbiosis. Listen to me. I know it's hard to understand and to accept, but the world around you is not real. It's a mental projection based on your thoughts, fears, and memories made by a machine. You've been sent here to study the machine and rescue the other members of our team. So, great story. I'll give you a quarter off the total cost for repairs, but no more than that. So, sounds like a... Second option sounds a bit like science fiction. Too much like science fiction, I'd say. I'm already interested. How can you prove that you're telling the truth? Or, hey bro, I'm afraid you're hallucinating. Don't worry, the local doctors can handle that, and even worse. I'll go get them now. So, second one seems like the best one. I expected something like this. It would be best if you convinced yourself of the truth of my words. First of all, tell me, what day is it today? That's easy. Let me think. Today is 10 December 3295. Now tell me, you fought a war that ended recently. What was this war and how did it end? The war with the Dominators. We defeated those mechanical beasts back in 33. Oh, so I really am in a virtual world, but how did that happen? I hope you remember that during the war with the Dominators, one of the systems, Bakar, kept changing hands. Later, we realized why the enemy protected it so fiercely. In there, on the planet Egmerg, we found the Dominator's 4th command center. It is plugged into one of the largest data centers of the global computer network, the Galanet, and actively exchanges information via that network. Presumably, the goal of creating this command center was to gain control of the Galanet, and through it, of all available machines and devices, including the ships and entropy devices of the Alliance. Of course, we could physically exterminate the emerging problem together with the whole planet if we had to, but the problem is that if the command center has already started executing its program, such a radical measure won't solve the issue. Just the opposite, it would help the new enemy cover its tracks. The only way to determine if the Dominator has started the process of taking control of the Galanet is to establish mental symbiosis with the enemy. Before you, we made several such attempts to delve deep into the enemy's plans, but each of them failed. The enemy consumed the agents' minds, leaving us with the bodies, which are kept alive using special equipment. We learned a lot from previous failures, which let us thoroughly prepare for our next and, in fact, last attempt to handle the Dominator problem from inside and try to bring the previous messengers back. As one of the best Rangers, you were invited to accomplish this mission. I think you know what happened next. You are connected to the command center, which, to ensure mental symbiosis, created a virtual reality based, as I said, on your thoughts and vivid memories. That's why the process of interacting with this machine looks like the way of the Ranger, albeit somehow distorted. Do you have any other questions for me? What must I do? If this is a virtual world, does that mean I'm immortal here? Should I continue testing the program for the Rangers? How should I exist in this world, and what do the tasks given by the system governments have to do with anything? You are studying the Dominator's command center, and it's studying you. By creating a virtual world based on your memories and giving you tasks, the machine wants to see how you will react in different situations to determine when, under what circumstances, and why you make this or that decision, and to record all this. In the future, it'll take these specifics into account when planning its own actions. The command center is already aware of the fact that it can maintain the cooperation process with the carrot and stick system. In other words, if you complete its task, it rewards your brain as an interesting object with greater processing power. It results, among other things, in the stimulation of the pleasure center of your brain and with tiny electrical discharges. Like, what is that episode of Star Trek Next Generation? This causes you to feel emotional boosts and joy, as well as other pleasant sensations and emotions. If you resist, on the other hand, it'll gradually reduce the resources allocated for you in this virtual world, which will make your virtual and even physical existence rather uncomfortable. Naturally, it's not really interested in watching you complete the same quests over and over. Encouraging you to engage in new adventures, it will decrease the reward for completing a task several times. The money you get in the virtual world is, in essence, the processing power available to you. We do realize that you don't want to help the enemy become smarter, but under the circumstances, we have no other choice. We need processing power to find and save the messengers and to study the internal structure of the command center. The only way to obtain it is from the Dominator's command center. Therefore, the process that's happening between the command center and you is a full-fledged symbiosis of two different life forms, each benefiting from the process. So let's see here. What must I do? To accomplish a task, that's why you were sent here. I would like to remind you of the mission objectives. Number 1, you must try to save the messengers, or at least learn their fate. Number 2, you must gather information about the internal structure of the virtual space of the Dominator's command center, where you are now located. Discover this suspected enemy's plans, and should you find a real threat to all sentient life, do everything within your power to neutralize it. Yep. So, who are the messengers? I guess I'll have to start from the very beginning. The messengers are agents sent through the method of mental symbiosis of consciousness into this virtual world in order to study it and assess the threats it carries for the real world. We resort to such an extreme research method because all the standard techniques of studying the galaxy, which is the fourth, but luckily the still unfinished Dominator's command center. We resorted to that because, we resorted to such an extreme research method because all the standard techniques of studying an object, which is the fourth, but luckily is still unfinished Dominator's command center, failed to answer key questions related to the safety of the very existence of sentient life in our galaxy. We have also determined that the object is using external resources to maintain its functioning. We are also registering a regular data exchange between the Dominator's command center and the Galanet, the global computer network. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to decode the contents of the information packet so far. All our hopes of shedding light upon the Dominator's plans were vested in the messengers, so... Huh. Seems like my mouse is... The microphone, let's see, can this work again if I plug it back in? Okay, now it is. I don't get why it was off. Oh, whatever though. So now the mouse works again. I guess it was just a hardware issue. Or see if it'll glitch out again though. Okay, all our hopes of shedding light upon the Dominator's plans were vested in the messenger's work, but we lost all contact with them immediately after their missions began. We do not know what state their consciousness is in. You must bring them back. How can I save them? To get them out, you must we must receive a return command code from them. This signal will hypothetically let us identify a clot of real consciousness among the mass of bots. The music changed. Silent Flower, interesting. So look for them. They must say out loud the word Upana, which means abacus in the language of the ancient Aztoi. So not toy from Run to the Movies, but Aztoi apparently. Stop. You must not say this word, not yet. If it works, you will return immediately and you still have some unfinished business. It would be funny if that were an option here. You must not say this word, not yet. If it works, you will return immediately and still have some unfinished business here. You must find the messenger's clots of consciousness in this virtual world and persuade them to say the magic word out loud. And don't talk to Dennis Nedry. Don't worry about yourself. The system is programmed in such a way that when two objects are sending the signal, it will analyze the brain action currents and determine the consciousness that doesn't have to be extracted, i.e. yours. It'll pick out your conversation partner's consciousness instead. We did that to make sure you are able to accomplish your mission. Thank you. I've learned everything I wanted. Who are the messengers? How did you manage to get in touch with me? Am I supposed to accomplish the second task? The joy. We have no specific instructions for you regarding that. Observe, explore, and pass information to us for further analysis when you can. If I'm getting this right, you aren't giving me any recommendations on how to neutralize the Dominator's command center. Exactly, of course, we do have the option of cutting power and destroying the dangerous object as the last resort, but we don't see the need to use that at the moment. That is why I would try to accomplish the task without delay if I were you. Thank you, I've learned everything I wanted to. Let's just do that. Call it a day. If you want to enter a communication session, just yell the charge command. But remember, from that moment on, you're on your own. And please try to accomplish your mission without delay. Yesterday, one of the main data centers went crazy and we had to cut the power to it. I'm not sure if it is related to the activities of the Dominator's command center, but if it is, we're in for some serious trouble. Good luck. So, let's see. Charge. Wait, I need to ask you something else, or could you please tell me more about the data center incident? Yeah, let's hear that. Everything happened so rapidly. Suddenly, a Malaki data center on the side of the planet of Dagod started sending out commands to disable the planetary computer systems. Wow. Faced with encroaching chaos, the Malak on duty instinctively hit the emergency power button. Emergency, everybody to get from the street. Emergency. From a movie, a comedy thing about a sub. Anyway, smashing the electronic components of the control panel below it. Luckily, the reserve control unit deployed specifically for situations like this one did its job perfectly. The planetary computer systems were promptly restarted. The remaining 4 data centers distributed the load of the disabled one among themselves. In theory, one center should be enough for the Galanet to function properly, but I don't fancy putting that hypothesis to test. However, if the other data centers go crazy, we'll be forced to test that theory in practice. Any other questions? I don't think so. So let's do the charge thing. Oh wait, if you want to end it, all that. Okay, yep, charge. Hearing the command, the Malak troublemaker walks 10 meters away from your ship, then runs at it, accelerating rapidly. You hear a deafening crash and see another huge indentation form in the side of your ship. Its sunk relief clearly portrays the face of the unlucky Malak, who is obviously exhausted by all this metalworking. He drops down to rest on the spot right by his unfinished work of art. His poor ship. No, this guy's poor ship. Is that supposed to be it? Immediately a flock of medical droids flies up, quickly transfers the unconscious Malak onto an anti-gravitational stretcher, turns on the siren and the emergency light, and rushes on, leaving you to contemplate your impending mission. Absorbed in thought during this important process, you don't immediately realize that an acrobatic dance group has entered the hangar to loud, cheerful music. During their performance, they shower you with confetti and a coupon saying, "The 1,000,000th visitor to our port gets a 100% discount on repairs, and summon a crew of dock workers who fix your ship for free." Yay! Quest completed. Woo. Alright. My luck is mixed. That is true, I guess. Alright, is there a way to save? This looks like the menu thing. Is there a way to save here? It was F2 in the other thing. So, main menu, do you really want to exit? Your game will be saved. Cool, yep. Game over, man, game over. I think I've done enough, and this is my lame old Ben's first look at Space Ranger's Quest. So, it is something. Apparently from 2016, the year after my ex-wife left me. Whoop-de-doo. Take care, everyone. And try to not go crazy. Charge!